Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you're all doing well. Okay, now we're going to take our new grammar lesson, which is about am, is, are, was, and were. Okay, so let's just do a quick revision of the previous lessons so you all understand very clearly. An action word, which is also known as a verb, is something you can do. Play, clap, wave. Okay, so these are all actions. If the action is being done by one person, the verb will need to end with the letter S. So Anne, home. Okay, so if we're talking about just Anne, is it walks or walk home? That's right, it's walks home. Okay, if the action is being done by more than one person, the verb will not need the letter S added. Let's take a look. Rose and I, games. Rose and I play or plays games. Okay, if we're talking about more than one, no S is needed. That's right, it's play games. Let's take a look. Verbs can tell what the action is now or what the action was in the past. Okay, verbs that tell about now end with S, and verbs that tell about the past end with ed. So Toad jumps, it's talking about now because it ends with S. Toad jumped ends with ed, so it's talking about the past. Here we're talking about the dog. Okay, so the dog at me last night. If we're talking about last night, it's going to be barked. Okay, so the dog barked at me last night because we're talking about last night, so it must end with an ed. Now for something new. Am, is, are, was, and were. Now these words are also verbs. Okay, let's take a look. Some of these words are used to show action now, and some tell about the past. Here's how the words are sorted. Now, when we're talking about now, we use am, is, are. Now, there is one rule. If you take a look at am, we only use that after I. So when I'm talking about I always use am. Okay, that's the only time I use am. Okay, so am, is, are talk about now. Now, for the past, we have was and were. Okay, let's continue. Some of these words tell about one, the others tell about more than one. This is how they are sorted. So the ones that talk about one are am, is, was. So when we are just talking about one person or one thing, we use am, is, and was. When we're talking about more than one, which are, okay, when we're talking about more than one, they are and were. Okay, let's take a look. Let's practice picking the right one of the verbs to fit in the sentence. I know you're smart and you sure can do it. Okay, the dog, cute. Now remember, are, do you remember? It's for more than one. Is for one. Let's take a look at here. The dog, how many are we talking about? We're just talking about one. Okay, so the dog, can you figure it out? Is cute. Good work, everyone. Okay, let's do some more practice. The cats. Now here we're talking about more than one. Okay, more than one. So was or were. Was talks about one. Were talks about more than one. So the cats, and here the cats, we have an S, so it's more than one. The cats was playing or the cats were playing. That's right, were playing. Okay, they. Now this here pronoun tells you more than one. They are happy or they is happy. Are for more than one. Is just for one. So they are happy. Good work, everyone. Okay, I. Do you remember the rule that I told you in the beginning? What do I use when I'm saying I? I is flying or I am flying? That's right. I am flying. We always use am after I. Jane reading. Let's look at Jane. We're just talking about one. Jane was reading or Jane were reading. Was is used just for one and were is for more than one. So Jane was reading. Good work. Let's keep going. Do more practice so we can get very well. The boy sleeping. Okay, the boy is sleeping or the boy are sleeping. We use are for more than one and is just for one. So the boy is sleeping. Good work. We is reading or we are reading. Now we is more than one. Okay, and is, we use it after we are just talking about one person or one thing. And are for more than one. So we are reading. Good work. Okay, I am smart or I is smart. Do you remember the rule? I am smart. Good work, everyone. Those flowers were pretty or was pretty. Now, were is for more than one and was is just for one. And here we're talking about those flowers. Those flowers we're talking about more than one. So which one comes for more than one? Were or was? That's right. Were is the correct answer. Okay, a butterfly. So we're just talking about one. Okay, a butterfly on my hand. A butterfly was on my hand or were on my hand? That's right. Was on my hand. Okay, good work, everyone. Now, let's just do a quick revision. So, am, is, are, talk about now. Was and were, talk about the past. Now, some talk about one and some verbs talk about more than one. Am, is, and was talk about one, and are and were talk about more than one. Good work, everyone. Keep it up.